Hey guys, thanks for checking out the Bucked Up Podcast. If you don't mind hitting the like and subscribe button, we have 2 new episodes coming out every week. Now let's get into it.
That was not a Matt Rife, huh?
If you are, is anti-Matt Rife comedy just that your face?
That's all comedy is right now.
That's kind of what my crowd works like.
I love the dudes who are like, you can't be good looking and funny. Like you fucking can't.
Well, I'm here.
You got what's the? You're here to break barriers.
I'm here to show you can.
That's like saying
if you date blind chicks.
You can't be good looking and a good actor.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, really.
Literally every actor and actress ever that they
that's
hire.
why Ben Affleck sucks, and so does Brad Pitt.
I feel like we need to do an introduction.
We just came in shitting on everybody famous right now, doing better than us. We just came in like we're really fucking bitter about everything in life.
I mean, we did just do a show in front of 5 people in a Colombian heroin shack. I wish I could turn the camera around in front of the live studio audience that we're recording in front of.
Yeah, somebody ping my location, because if we don't leave this thing, I'm not even sure where we're at. It's echoing now.
It looks like we're filming Roseanne the day after she got canceled.
It looks like somewhere you would go to pick up wholesale pet food.
Yeah.
We're here live at Firefest.
But wait, if we're being honest, if this is Firefest, then you're the Ja Rule of Western Massachusetts.
Oh, I wouldn't be without you.
I need to know how you ended up in this place.
Hey, that's what I'm wondering too.
Where in life did you go wrong?
So I used to be a successful comic 3 days ago.
And then I took too many pills and tweeted something that I can't come back
Stuff
from.
happened. They accused me of being parts of
it.
I built some submarine and things didn't work out. I'm over here doing this.
So 3 days ago, I was a submarine mechanic.
I was killing it, dude. I was fixing it from a PlayStation 1 remote.
We were having an argument about structural integrity, and my boss fired me.
I was like, yeah, it goes underwater. Why wouldn't it go 100,000 feet?
So I was smoking some hash, fixing this submarine, and I fell asleep. Forgot to fucking screw in a fucking bolt. And now a couple people are dead. Who cares? I'm telling jokes.
I thought it was from IKEA. I thought they gave you extra parts and shit.
All right, I do want to know, if you were that guy who worked on that submarine, what do you do for a job now?
Well, you don't admit that you ever worked on that submarine when you go on a job application.
Hey, I need some references.
You skipped that. What'd you do for the last year and a half? I was homeless as fuck. Now I'm trying to better myself with this Ross opportunity. Thank you for having me, Ross.
Why do you want to work at Walmart? Well, you have a PhD from MIT.
Funny story.
Crazy thing about that. Glad you guys took out your fish part of the story.
You just don't read the papers, do you?
Yo, you know they have a meeting in New York of all the people who have been canceled publicly? There's like a festival.
No way.
Yeah, I was reading this article. This fucking, like, this doctor or this teacher gets everyone who's been canceled for one big room.
Like famous people?
Yeah, like all the famous people.
Like Roseanne.
Yeah, J.K. Rowling.
Chris D'Elia's over there.
Yo, it's a great comedy show.
That would be the greatest comedy show you've ever seen. Louis C.K., Chris D'Elia.
Have you heard Bill Cosby's new material?
Cosby is making a guest appearance on the next
Bill
one.
Cosby's here. Do not do the 2-drink minimum. Do not do the 2-drink minimum, whatever anybody does.
They got the guy who built the submarine.
They all got pictures of old people that have been canceled that they bring up. These old Remember when John Wayne said the N-word this one time?
They have an in memoriam like
what the fuck? These people have been dead.
Also,
yeah, but Lucy spit on that Jewish guy that one time, so let's hang her up.
You have Kanye West and like
and it's sponsored by Adidas. So
half the people are hella racist and half the people aren't white. And it's just they fight to the death at the end.
It would be great if there was right next to that festival, if there was a festival of all the people that got those people fucking like Me Too and everything
catered by
that got them all canceled. It's all right next to them.
I don't think anyone who's been canceled, they're all bad, but I'm just saying the canceled party would be more fun.
I'm just saying it's hilarious that shit happened. It sucks. It's unfortunate, but it's funny.
That's like if you go to heaven and hell, hell's definitely more fun.
It depends how it got canceled too. Like the way Roseanne got canceled was not. She called this chick. She says she looks like the bitch from Planet of the Apes. And if you pull up a fucking picture, she 100% does. And then everyone's like, that's racist. The chick's not even black. So it's not racist at all. It's just a keen observation. You know what I mean? That's like saying if this dude walked in and like, you look like Gary Busey. Like, that's racist as shit. Like, why do you talk? No, you look like Gary Busey, bro. That's just where it's at.
Well, is he black, though?
But then, like, people like,
I feel like
a black guy that looked like Gary Busey, I would be like, bro, you look like Gary Busey.
If you have a TV show that's shot in front of a live studio audience, you can't be offensive. That's like the most like that's the who would want that like.
Well, let's not forget Kramer was a thing.
I love that Seinfeld tries to bring him back. Like you'll have him on.
Like, you remember what happened at the Laugh Factory? Right here, Sunset Boulevard, right? My boy Fraser Smith's hosting that, and I think the whole funniest thing about it is if you watch the whole thing, after it ends, Fraser comes back up. All right, let's get settled down. like nothing. Like, do you understand what just happened in here, bro? Like, you just turn the lights off and wrap it up. We'll call it a fucking day, dude.
At the canceled party, there's a roast battle between Kramer and Bill Cosby. Who's winning that roast battle?
Well, Kramer falls asleep halfway through it.
Halfway through the word?
I want to see him say it, but then do the Kramer after, like.
And then he runs out. See, he wouldn't have been canceled if he just ran out the door afterwards.
Dennis Kramer with it? They would have been like, we missed that episode. What episode was that? You go back and watch, though, Seinfeld does kind of push the edges a bit.
Yeah, do you watch The Cosby Show? And he's literally talking about drugging chicks on The Cosby Show.
Yeah.
That shit's crazy.
I'm gonna put it in their pudding. Yeah. I'm going to take a picture with my Kodak film and then put it in the pudding.
That's like when there's rappers who rap about murder and then they get convicted of murder. And then people are like, how could they?
Like, well, you described it, even pieces we didn't even put in the newspaper. You said, went into John Collins' house, held him down, killed him, shot him, dragged him to the bathroom, went in the pantry, took some Doritos.
At 3:37 a.m., I left my phone at the apartment with my girl. She was my alibi.
I wear a size 12 and a half. What's up? Burnt those Adidas. This is where you can find them.
In the Westwood Cemetery. What?
And then I went to Grumpy Cup.
Greenfield, Massachusetts.
What do you think the national pastime of Greenfield, Massachusetts is?
Racism.
Did you have to sign some waivers before getting into
Yeah, 100%. I show a passport or something for some reason, coming over.
I like how you're like, how did I get so much free weed? Those are just Indian blankets. You're getting smallpox, my bro.
Yeah, all the weed's laced to get me sick. Don't you ever come back here, you brown son bitch. Shout out Mike from Infused Productions. I love this is the worst promo that we could give, but it's the best too. Here, we'll do their commercial. Infused Productions. Want to have a great time? Want to hang out? Let us entertain you. with the cannabis twist. Infused Productions.
Well,
Find us right now in Greenfield, Massachusetts. Yeah, we don't know where it is either.
That whole time I was trying to hand you the joint, and you were talking, and then I handed it to Thatcher and pulled it away from him.
Like, what the fuck just happened?
Me with it. I swear to God, he did it like 4 times. He was like,
Infused Productions.
How much weed do you think you smoke a week?
A week? Probably about, I would say either a little under or a little over half a pound.
Okay.
Never right on.
Jesus Christ.
I know. I'm at like an ounce or 2 a week.
Yeah? What the fuck? You step up your game, bro.
Yeah.
What the hell's going on?
I feel like a little bitch. I'm a half a week, like an ounce every 10 days.
I like that we're just the fucking
That's my-
the fucking 3G bars of
that's
weed.
my half ounce a week. That's my kid's allowance.
You're like, go to sleep. You just clean your room and you just throw a nugget.
You want on? Here, go sell that at school.
Yeah.
Kids like, I'm making bank. That shit's good. Let me get that other shit you had last time.
Oh my! Yeah, your kids allow it.
I feel like a little bitch.
Well, let's look at the size of your joint. The size of the one that we had. Hold it up. He held it up with regrets. Wait, what?
A micro
you know what you held that up like a white guy whose wife just had a black baby?
Yeah, I know. I know, dude, but hey, come on. We need some context.
His joint has a great personality.
You guys are assholes, man. You guys are assholes. I rolled this before we started. Then we went to right when we were about to get started. You guys started pouring all the weed into a pile. And then you're like, no, add this oil. Oh, I got this terp sauce. That also has some chatter. And then add this to it. You guys rolled the biggest joint. And then we're like, right down next to mine.
Your joint looks like it has a good credit score.
Oh, God.
I was thinking your weed looks like it owns a laundromat.
I'm trying to.
Hands out 2-item combos, bro. We should have just put your joint in that joint.
Yeah, we should have ripped it open.
Bro, we should have literally just put that joint right in the middle of the other joint.
You can't have shitty weed anymore, though. You literally like if you have
his weed was shitty. What the hell?
My joint looks like the deer that alligator swallowed. Like it's like my joint's inside of that joint somewhere.
Dude, this was definitely, there's a thing between old people weed and like young people weed.
Oh,
this
yeah.
is like an old person weed. Like the dude, there was a great guy. What was the Professor what? The hash guy?
Oh, fuck. I want to say Professor, is it Professor Dave?
Was it? Yeah, I think it's Professor Dave.
Dave's not here, man.
Professor Dave? Professor Dave has crazy hash. But I've never seen, like, hash is such, like, you're either Europe or you're a veteran from Vietnam.
Like straight Amsterdam.
I see some shit.
Yeah. That dude with one leg comes out, like,
he smokes.
All my friends are dead. I got some hash I've been saving.
He's got, it's still what's left over from what they smuggled back.
There's still some Vietnamese blood on it.
Yeah. This one was up a Vietnamese hooker's ass for 3 months.
One of them still has Vietnamese writing underneath it to like identify.
Hair in it.
There's a tooth. Why is there a tooth? Why is there a tooth in my hash right now?
A fucking 14-inch long piece of hair in a half-gram hash stock.
If you find hair in your food, do you still eat at the place?
No. But isn't it weird that you'll kiss somebody with like on their head with their hair, but once their hair leaves their head, you're like,
no,
oh,
but you don't
gross.
know the hair that's in the food.
Yeah, that is true.
It's not like, all right, I'm gonna kiss this other person's hair on your head.
That is 100% true.
If it's in food, you're like, nah.
It depends.
What?
All right, if you see a cockroach in a restaurant, do you eat the food?
Oh, hell no. Unless I'm in Mexico. Yeah. Like, if I'm not in America, yeah. But in America, there's no way I do that. Like, that's weird, huh?
Yeah. That is weird.
That is weird, because, like, like, when you're in, like, Mexico or, like, fucking, like, Puerto Rico, and you see that, you're like, yeah, well, you know, I know where I'm at.
It's like grading on a scale.
America is like, I love how I'm just like, it's like the Wizard of Oz. That's the whole point of the book. That's the whole point of the book, is it's like American consumption. Like, if you pull back the curtain, it's like what it really is. Like, American like fast food places are the dirt. Like, I had a cockroach attack me in a McDonald's, and I still ate the food.
What the fuck? Well, I don't even eat McDonald's, so that's just straight up.
Yeah.
You sure that wasn't a nugget?
Nugget with wings just comes up.
It's just bouncing around.
It looks like you're playing Harry Potter.
No wonder I only got 5 pieces.
I ordered 8, excuse me. She just smacks it out of the air and puts it in the fucking... What made you stop eating McDonald's?
McDonald's fucking it's gross, dude. I try to eat somewhat healthy, but because everything else I do in life is not healthy. I eat healthy because, like, I slam like 27 beers throughout the day. And I'm like, you know what? I should have a V8.
I love... You were saying something about, like, Thacher. What were you saying about, like... His name's Stoner Rob. He smokes. When someone was like...
Dude, when you have a name like Stoner Rob, like, you have...
someone was like, you smoke weed?
Yeah, it's like, what do you...
I was like, what the question is what do you think, I'm a geologist?
I have not seen him turn down a single piece of marijuana, THC, gummy, edible, drink that's been handed him this entire weekend, dude.
Yeah, dude.
It's like...
been getting lit.
You're very trusting of the Grateful Dead audience.
I am. Try this. Okay, what was that?
Have you ever had a fentanyl brownie?
You ever had fentanyl fucking Flintstone vitamins? Well, it tasted like peach.
Oh my God. Have you ever taken a break from smoking?
No. Only when I go to jail, and that's not even for that long.
You're like, shit, this is my tea break right now.
I don't do any tolerance breaks, dude. Like, never, ever, ever. Like, I just smoke. Like, a tolerance break for me was that plane flight, that, like, 4 or 5 hour flight.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I smoke when I land, and it's like I haven't smoked for 2 weeks, dude.
You ever taken too many edibles and gone on a plane?
What? No, I would just go to sleep. Like,
there's
nothing happens.
times when you take like a 1,500 milligram and you're like, you can't even sleep. You're just like,
what?
It's like a mushroom.
There's not like crack in there?
What's too many edibles, and how are you not
Edibles
sleeping?
just make me sleep, man. That's all they do is make me crash out.
They just,
you can't show the behind the scenes. It looks very clown. You can't. For people, I wish I could turn the camera around.
Angle,
yeah, I didn't get that.
Don't show out there.
There's nobody there. We're just playing. There's 70,000 people here, and we haven't made them laugh once.
No,
we're just making ourselves crack up.
Hey. Shamil can put that in post, dude. And all those laughs.
Putting a laugh track.
We're just gonna edit out that part where you said nobody's laughing,
dude. Let me tell you what the funniest thing this weekend to me was, though. So, like, this dude comes up. The dude that wins first place for Flower at Grump Cup, fucking Chad, fucking cool ass cat. This fool goes up to the second place winner and goes, hey, man, you know, because he was there when we got the list and stuff. And he's like, hey, man, I was scared that you were going to take first. Congratulations on second place. And Homeboy goes, you know, they haven't announced the winners yet. I was like, God damn, Chad. That is just the icing on the fucking cake right there. I was like, son of a bitch. And this is just a public service announcement to anybody watching here. If you buy a raffle ticket somewhere, please fucking stay till the end of the raffle.
If you're not there when the raffles are drawn, someone else is getting pulled. They actually gave him like leeway. The fact that he was calling people like
that dude, they're lucky that Infused Productions is cool. They actually called someone twice. I'd have been like, Lori going once, Lori go fuck yourself, and then fucking
some dude drove here
next
from work
person
to get his prize.
Yeah, some dude drove back. He came walking up like a fucking. It's like the PJs. Remember Sanchez from the PJs? The Eddie Murphy. My name is Sanchez.
His name was Sanchez.
Yeah, he walked up, and he just came like he was here to buy cocaine or something. He's all late, and I'm like, "Hey, what's up?" He's like, "What's up? Where can I get my stuff?" And I'm like, "What stuff?" He goes, "I want a prize. My name is Sanchez."
You know what I was thinking about? How did these people find out about this event?
The stoner community, man. They just tell. Stoner tells a stoner. Heard it from a stoner.
Hey, when you
heard it from a stoner. We heard it from a stoner.
When you find out where that good
Mike.
bud's at, you fucking everybody knows where the good bud's at.
Yeah, when you tell a bunch of stoners there's gonna be a bunch of weed on a campsite and you can tent there, the hippies will come from everywhere, dog.
I'll probably get some free
They're
samples.
like, I sleep in a tent anyway. I get to do it behind a fence.
Yeah, I get to legally do it. You're not gonna kick me out. You're not gonna kick me out of here, dude. That's dope, babe. We're moving.
Moving on up. Price value gone up.
Moving on up.
That just means they packed the tent into the car and brought it over here.
Oh my! You should have brought some of the. You tell some people out in L.A. Some homeless come to the Grumpy Cup.
There's so much space.
Skid Row. Just have all Skid Row. Holy fuck!
Hand out Grumpy Cup
It's
tickets.
fucking. None of them have tickets though. Everyone's just out.
They have to come to the
I'm in
show,
LA.
though.
I come to LA to visit you. We're walking down Skid Row, and I was like, "Are they doing Grumpy Cup over here?"
Like you don't want to go into that. These people's tits, bro,
they're smoking too.
Yeah, not the same shit. That weed smells weird. This LA weed in the tent smells different. Why do you got to spin the pipe?
Why are you lighting the bomb? That's not how you smoke it.
Why is it tinted too?
Do you guys know Mike?
Hey, every person I met in a tent here at this fucking Grumpy Cup was the coolest people. They come out like so dope. They just come out of the tent. Hey, man, want some Mexican street corn? And I'm just like,
why does everyone in a tent have Mexican street?
Like, why does everyone that came up to me throw me out something Mexican? Like, they had it ready for me. I'm surprised someone's like, hey, man, you want some mariachis?
All right, next 10. I can't give off any examples.
Want some chicles? Want some chicles?
I can't give any examples, or I'm going to be invited to a party next year in New York. How would you describe the Grumpy Cup?
Dude, I think it was fun. I had a blast. I think the best way to describe it would be like I would say almost like a hippie gathering, like a new age hippie gathering, I would say. You got older cats here, but it's not like, when you say hippie gathering, people think everyone's walking around here with like no shoes and fucking fucking each other and doing acid. And
there was definitely some stinky fucking
there's
going
only,
on.
There's only 10% of that. But I think this was like just a cool little hippie vibe, bro. The vendors were amazing. Everybody was super nice. Fucking... The comedy show, the weather could have been better. The rain kind of fucked everybody out of some shit. And then, like, I'm from LA, so when I hear car show, I don't know why my mind goes like lowriders and shit.
Oh, and I was saying it's all like old white muscle cars.
It was like Fast and the Furious 13 or whatever number the fuck they're on right now.
The West Coast versus the East Coast. We were saying it was fucking like Mexican.
We wouldn't meet halfway because those cars would be there way faster. Lowriders go like 25. These fools are like, watch us go 236 down.
They just got snipers out the
Where
back.
do they go that fast? The fastest street around here I've seen is 45 miles an hour anywhere around. In a vicinity of like 200 miles, bro.
You didn't have to drive out here. The roads were made for horses and shit.
Well, why doesn't anybody fix that? You guys just act like, oh, well, there's nothing we can do now. There's nothing. That's how they were made, and we can't progress.
No, because then it's just old people like, this is my land.
Yeah,
you can't fuck up my land.
All their money's invested in cultivating hash and fucking weed oils and shit like that.
Yeah, they don't care what
They don't care about the
like,
roads, dude.
They're high as fuck, bro.
Yeah, bro, there's a real thing in Massachusetts that they'll leave roads bumpy so that people don't speed on them.
That's fucking well, then you're fixing my alignment when it needs fixed.
But they don't. You know what I'm talking about.
I think that's bullshit.
Yeah, that is.
I think
bullshit.
that's just the town saying that because it's like a private road.
Because they don't
their whole
want to
thing is they
fix
like there's all that. Yeah, it's all bullshit.
They're like, there's a reason behind this.
Yeah.
Imagine
It
if you
keeps
have.
the water flowing at a steady
Those
pace.
roads suck
I just have
so
to. I have
bad.
to bring something up. Imagine if you did have to ride horses everywhere.
You've been smoking a lot of weed right now. What kind of conversation are we gonna have right now?
Imagine if everywhere you went, you had to ride a horse.
You'd have everybody would have hemorrhoids. Not one person wouldn't have it. You'd be bouncing on your asshole all day long.
Do you
dog.
think it's illegal to ride a horse drunk?
How many? Well, you're still young. You haven't sat. How many times do you sit on your nuts in like a month? Like 1 or 2, maybe. You know how many times you'd sit on your nuts if you were bouncing on a horse?
Excuse, I might be 25, but I got hanging nuts.
Do you sit on your nuts?
I got some hanging
Imagine
nuts.
that every 38 seconds.
What would the name of your horse
You're like,
be?
hey, this is beautiful. Ah, what's wrong? Nothing. So when we get there, it's like, ah!
That's why they had children so young. Is they're like, this horse is ruining my nuts.
Sat on my nuts 48 times. I just went to the corner to get the mail.
I was
That's why
imagine
there
you.
were way less gays.
Probably.
Nobody's
There's a
going-
direct correlation between homosexuality going up and horses being
or
ridden
at least
going
just
down.
anal in general, right? Like
Yeah,
there's
so
just a
Brokeback
lot
Mountain
more
was full of
handies.
shit.
All right, wait. I like a couple months ago realized that the name of the movie is Brokeback Mountain. I never
What do you
like.
think it was?
I've never seen the movie. I don't,
Well, you don't have to see it.
you just have to feel it.
Have you ever seen the movie Casablanca? No, I'm sure you haven't, but I'm sure you know there's a movie Casablanca.
There's a movie. He's looking at you.
He's
I don't sit around and ponder.
This was so fucking like straight homophobic that he's like, I didn't even know the goddamn title.
Wait.
I'm so not gay
Hold on.
that I didn't know the title to Brokeback Mountain.
Hold on, you're talking about a movie? That's a movie that exists.
You ever seen Pulp Fiction? Nope, my boy said some dude gets raped in there. I'm not watching that.
I don't watch movies at all. What do you think? I'm queer? I have to watch another man act.
What do you watch a movie at 2, like a matinee or something?
Matt and gay.
More like man is gay. And now we lost that demographic. We're just going down.
Wait,
God.
which one of you was calling me 5 years old like 25 minutes ago?
It's the Grumpy Cup. Anything goes.
Anything goes at the Grump
Yeah,
Cup.
they're still loading up here as we speak. Infused
It's like
Productions.
it's like a
But I
county
feel like
fair
you
without the rides.
you fit in because you roll with like an older hippie crowd.
yeah.
Like that's
Yeah.
you like you know how to unlock that key. You know what I mean?
Totally, man. Totally. Like, I know how to mess with these. I know how to get in the minds of the hippies, bro.
Like Tom Brady reading a defense. You're like, oh, dude, I've seen this shit
Yeah.
before, dude. You guys are a nickel. I fucking
No
this is
problem,
easy, dude.
Roseanne crowd. Let's just rock and roll with you. That's what this. Like, if Roseanne was here, huge hit. This would have been a huge. She'd be like, who wants some peanuts?
There would have been 15 people in the audience.
I like doing the small crowds, dude. They're fucking fun. They gives you so much more material.
Yeah, but there was an 8-hour comedy show.
Hey, I didn't even know those people were making egg rolls the whole time, 40 feet away from us either.
That shit was fire.
I don't think you can call them egg rolls, though, when there's nothing egg in them.
I don't think you call them egg rolls when white people make them.
They're like, what's some egg rolls? They're like, yeah, it's what's in it? Chorizo. Oh, those are called taquitos.
Those are called tequila. Those are called tequila. Egg rolls more culturally appropriate.
They're like, no, we're trying to sell food here.
They
If we put taquitos on the menu, they kick us out.
Do you like sushi?
I love sushi.
Would you go to a white guy making you sushi?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Now ask me if I go to a...
But white guys making egg rolls?
How come you never see a black guy making sushi?
There has to be one out there.
I'm sure there's more than one. Don't make it sound like that. I'm sure there's a lot. How can you never see?
No, there's only one.
God, bro. This guy, we're going to find him. Martin Luther Kim.
If you have a niche, get an Instagram. You'll go viral.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man.
Would you go to a Grateful Dead show? I don't think I could sit through the music. And when I tell people that, they're like, but it's about the experience. It's like, I don't want to experience.
Oh, by that same rate, you can say that about prison, too, bro.
Prison. It's about the experience.
They say they're about climbing fucking mountains.
Yeah.
Like that,
so yeah, those people that do the fucking from Mexico to Canada marathon.
Yeah.
It's about the experience. It's called being homeless. That's what the experience is. What the fuck do you mean?
It's called hating your wife.
You're just walking and living on the fucking
When you see like one of those 40-year-old dudes on the bright outfits riding a bike, it's like, we get it. You don't have a DUI and you hate your wife. That's why.
Or like when they do the big marathon, like, I've always wanted to do this my whole life. No, there's no way that when you were 16, probably swinging a beer, smoking a Marlboro Red, you were like, dog, when I'm 58, I want to run that fucking marathon for my like, there's none of you ever said that. No one's ever said that.
I want to work insurance. I want to work insurance. I want to have 2 fat kids.
And then just before I want to commit suicide, I'll think about running a marathon. And if that don't work, it's done.
It's the midlife crisis. It just catches up to you, dude. You're like, I gotta start working on myself, and then next thing you know, you're out fucking running from border to border.
Dude, I ran from one fucking gate to another in the airport, and I still got shin splints from 2 days.
Yeah, wait, what happened to you at the airport?
So I was on a crossing flight. I was getting on from one flight to another flight, right? So I had a connecting flight. We land on, first of all, I knew something weird was going to happen because the connecting flight landed 25 minutes before the other flight took off. I'm like, holy fuck.
And were you just so high, you're like, I took a long nap.
No, here's what I'm like. I'm assuming, because there was like 8 of us that were doing connecting flights on this flight. So I'm assuming, because it's the same airline on the connecting flight, that it's going to be right next to itself. Bro, this thing was fucking a good half a mile away, and we landed on time, but then goes, we're waiting for a gate to clear out. So
wait, what airport?
It was fucking, I was in Chicago, and it was American Airlines.
Oh, O'Hare's the worst fucking airport.
So they're like, there's nowhere for us to park. So we sat out there for 20 minutes, and we park, and I'm like, my flight leaves in like 8 fucking minutes. And like, usually you tell them that, and they'll make an announcement. When we pull up to the gate, nobody stand up. We're going to let the people that have joining flights out first. They didn't. Everybody jumps up, bro. Everybody's going out the fucking door. So I get out. I run. I huff it. I'm a minute late, dude. She goes, shut the gates. Nothing I can do for you. Just fucking pissed me off, bro. I'll put you on the next flight. It's in an hour and a half. I'm like, oh, fuck you. Whatever. Fucking bitch. She was a bitch, bro. But then she was like, I was like, fuck this. I want to talk to your supervisor because how the fuck there's 8 of us on this plane. You guys didn't hold the plane for us?
Yeah, for 2 minutes.
She looks at me and goes, everyone else made it. I'm like, that's impossible. Like, I looked at how old the other ones were.
They're the principal or some shit. Or like they own the goddamn airline.
And like by this time, the supervisor comes from behind her. And she's right there, and she's hearing it. And I go, everyone else made it. She goes, yep. And I go, fuck that. And we're having this argument, and I'm telling the supervisor the same story, and then all these old people come up. And then I'm like, hey, you guys were just on a plane with me, huh? They're like, yeah. And I'm like, I thought everyone else made it. She goes, I said almost everyone else made it. And even the supervisor's like, yeah. And I was like, so you're a fucking liar. And I was like, and the plane is still sitting there. Like, we could have all got on.
They're just...
Yeah, I made him give me a voucher to drink.
By association, right? Because there's been 1 million people that have been late.
Yeah.
Right? And 750,000 of those people are total dicks. Well, so the other like whatever. You basically get no benefit of the doubt.
Exactly.
Because as soon as you start chirping, they just immediately put you in that group, and they're like, I know where this is going, and they go into their mode.
And I love the way that they think right away, like, well, you're supposed to get to the airport. I'm like, I'm gonna stop you right there. Because I was on one of your stupid fucking flights.
I get how there's traffic with cars, but how do you fuck up like airplane? Like it's all on a schedule. It's like it's all your
to the airport.
Yeah, and a lot of times it's like there's little things that fuck it up. Oh, the pilot literally will be taking a shit, so it runs the fucking shit 30 minutes over. You know how many times I see the pilot barely get on and they try to lie? They're like, okay, we've just fixed our maintenance system. I'm like, bullshit! I just saw that. You act like I didn't see that.
There's toilet paper on his foot.
Yeah, you act like I didn't see him just get here.
Excuse me, I'm sorry we're a little late. Last night the pilot had erectile dysfunction. His wife left him. He's a little sad. He's gonna
take you up. Like, fuck you.
He's crying. It would be you don't want your pilot crying when you get on the plane.
Just play some sad some fucking Seal.
If your pilot likes Seal, you're fucked. If your pilot likes Seal, you're flying Malaysian Airlines.
Just turns on some sad breakup music up on there. I will do anything. Hits you with some meatloaf. Yeah, you're like, oh, we're all gonna die.
Would you rather die in a?
What is he not gonna do? What does he mean?
Would you rather die in a plane or a submarine?
A fucking plane.
Plane,
totally.
Yeah, because no one makes jokes about plane crashes.
Jokes about a plane crash.
A plane crashes, everyone's sad. A submarine
I've never seen a meme about Richie Valens and the Big Bopper, our buddy Ollie. But I've seen 200,000 memes about that fucking submarine so far, bro.
Also, did you see the guy in the submarine's son who went crazy on Twitter afterwards?
Yeah.
If your parents die in a plane crash, you're allowed to tweet some crazy shit. Not in a submarine. You
and don't act like you ever cared, because when they were down there and lost communication, he went to a Blink-182 concert.
At least go see good music.
And then showed up at, I forget what else he went to. He showed up at something. I was like, dude, what the fuck?
He was like, nobody's thinking about the mother that has to raise two. Dude, you're like an adult with a trust.
Yeah,
like
what are you talking about,
dude?
No one gives a fuck about submarines. If you die in a plane crash, they're fucking...
Yeah.
There's going to be
if you spend over $250,000 to go and die, that's on you, dog. That's on you.
It's like when Kim Kardashian was like, it's so hard being a single mother.
Yeah,
with your 8 maids and fucking butlers.
Like, don't you and all of your family live together damn near? You guys are at each other's house every 5 What the fuck you mean?
You got 3 nannies, your sisters and your mom right there.
Yeah. You just you punk all your fucking boyfriends to do whatever you want. You have a whole staff assistants.
Yeah, it's just such.
You can only complain about money if you rap it. If you rap something, you can like shit on having money. But if you say something about money, you're like having too much money. You're fucked.
Yeah.
You're fucked.
Yep. Like this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Must be nice.
If you rap it, people are like. Yeah, that's
dope.
That's dope.
I'll be throwing millions on these hoes.
Yeah. More
You're
money,
like,
more problems. It's like,
I wish I could throw millions on hoes.
Just one. Give me 1 million to throw.
Dude, just give me a few thousands to throw on hoes. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, right. You'd put it in your pocket. We'd be like, here you go. He's like, I'm out. I know some hoes back home. I'm going to save this for those hoes.
A little bit of disposable income. That's all I'm asking.
I don't like to throw it all to the same hose.
Will they kick you out of a strip club if you throw Monopoly money?
Yes, bro. Yes, they will. They will beat the fuck out of you. They will not just throw you out.
It's for the bit. You just try. Come on.
And if you throw change, they'll beat the fuck out of you.
You're real funny, dude.
Have you ever been beaten up at a strip club?
No. Thank God. My brother, who was the godfather from WWF, Papa Shango, that fool.
Wait, like, that was your...
He's not biological, but he's like my brother. Oh, yeah. But that fool owned Cheetahs, so I'd always go to that strip club in Vegas. And like, if anyone fucked with me, you fuck with my brother? Ho? And fuck these fools up. It was so huge, bro. So fucking huge. I think it's time for me to get out of here. That's my cue. They're locking the bar. Oh. I think you might want to get out of here. Yeah. They're going to lock your ass in.
I'm just stuck here. It's Grumpy Cup forever.
I definitely don't want to get stuck here.
Yeah, let's hit the fucking. We just run off of this podcast.
Freaking Captain Spaulding over there, dude.
We're in Greenfield, Massachusetts. This has been the Grumpy Cup. Any final words?
Yeah, if everybody here could please buy one gutter draining system. I'm Stoner Rob.
Peace out.
Later.
Yeah. Yeah.